Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Astral Diaries, channel dedicated to astral projection, OBE experiences, lessons, tips, mistakes. Also some lucid dreams here and there, which is what the title of this one will be, the topic of this one. And you know, guys, this is a little place that I drive by, and I'm like, why don't I stop by and make a video here? Just a nice, grand entrance to the city. It's a new area. I'm like, you know what? I left my hot coffee in the car. So yeah, guys, if you want to support the channel through buying me coffee, this would be the time, because I literally left my hot coffee in the car so I can come and make this video. This is a little treat for you guys, man, especially if you're a guy. If you're a girl, maybe too, but especially if you're a guy. And I want to share this to make a point that, you know, one of the beauties of these experiences, if you're into astral projection, OBEs, lucid dreams, is, you know, you can have another life at nights, you know, while you're asleep anyway. So this is kind of aligned with astral sex. I did a whole series on it, and I told you guys how I usually stay away from it, because it ends the experience. Obviously, I've experienced it before. Who hasn't? And also, you know what I want to say, guys, is everybody that makes videos about this topic, I don't want to throw names, I can guarantee you they have these experiences. I'm probably the only one who's sharing it. And you know, I try not to get graphic and detailed, and I kind of leave things to you guys' imagination. But that's one thing. The other thing is, I also did a little video a couple months ago about the women I see during these experiences, and I did a reference to the girl in red and Matrix. I'll put all that in the description, guys. Yeah, man, they're beautiful, like the one I'm going to share with you guys. And the other thing is that I also mentioned to you guys that there's a place that I found myself become lucid. It's a place that my friends and I go to on a regular basis to meet people, and you know, we've had our share of meeting women there. Man, that leaf blower is, it's like that leaf blower is falling or something. Hopefully I'll lose it here in a minute. But so that kind of plays a role, guy, because I'm in that headspace already. So what happens is I find myself getting into this experience, and a version of this place that we go to, you know, almost weekly, monthly. And I'm kind of re-entering it as though, you know, I was in there, but I stepped out, but I'm going back, you know, kind of setting. By the way, where this place is like that way. The place I'm talking about. So I'm in there, and I go up the stairs, and I'm walking, and I see an elevator. And the crazy thing is, guys, we see all kind of stuff during dreams and stuff. You know, we're in these fantasy worlds, and the whole time we're believing that's real, and then the smallest things triggers it. So I see an elevator where it's not supposed to be. The actual elevator is more this way, but there's an elevator here and there's an elevator. As soon as I see this elevator, oh shoot, I'm in an experience. So as soon as I find out I'm in an experience, of course, things become more vivid, and I make a little full circle. And as I make the full circle, the experience wants to end. The experience wants to end, but I almost like will it not to. And I also made a short of this place. I'll put all this in the description, guys, so you can see. When the last time I became lucid in this environment, I just flew off, and then that transitioned to an OBE exit. I find myself in vibration state. And I said, why don't I stay? Why don't I drink? Because drinks would be free, you know. In this case, so that's kind of what I was thinking. Learning from mistakes, right? So this journey, as I'm recording to you guys, I'm kind of learning from my own mistakes and adjusting. So I'm like, okay, well, let's stay here. I didn't really see drinks visible for me to just grab, but I saw a little area where there's some women sitting. And given that this is a place that we go to anyway to meet people, I'm already in that headspace, except this is a reality that basically I can do whatever I want, right? So I'm like, okay. I literally walk in, and I spot this woman. She's brunette. I want to say her hair is kind of braided to the right, left, or back. I know her hair is kind of not down all the way. And she's wearing kind of like a silver grayish, really elegant dress, kind of long dress. And given that I'm in this experience, I'm like, you know what? At the spot, I'm like, I don't know what else to do. So I'm like, you know what? I just went in, leaned forward, and gave this girl a kiss. And the reaction was the reaction you would get if you did this in public, in real life. Kind of like surprise, shock, and I could kind of hear like friends in the background saying things, and then that was just temporarily. And the other thing I want to say to you guys, in real life, as a guy, when you're going, especially before Uber, you have to think through the logistics of, like, if you meet a woman, where are you parked, how far are you from the venue, if you're a block or a mile away, all those things will make a difference. Or if you're you come across obstacles, friends, in this case you'll see what happens and how I handle it. The point I'm trying to make is, in this environment, things are fast, guys. You don't have time to get the girl's phone number and then take her to the movies next day, or like, you have to make decisions fast. And I made the best decisions. So what I did was, as soon as I sensed there's like friends in the background, so things are cool between me and this girl. Once I kissed her, after that little, oh, what happened? She was in it. So I just basically pick her up, just like a prince would pick up a princess, right? I just pick her up in a way where her face is close to mine, and I just walk off. So that's how I took care of that obstacle of kind of friends in the background. And then as I'm walking her through this venue, I hear somebody say that she's engaged. Like, look, that's her fiance. And I see a guy who wears like basically just like a clown. The guy is wearing like a blue suit. Looks like the president of Argentina or something, that kind of like 80s style hair, but he's like a younger guy. And I just basically tell this woman, I said, you know what, your husband doesn't like women. At the spot, that's how I handled it. And she kind of basically got rid of that situation. And then next thing I know, we're somehow, I don't know if I took the elevator or stairs, but somehow we're make it through, because where this venue is also, there's like hotel, kind of like connected to the hotel building. Let me cross, there's like some construction guys. So somehow we end up in the room, and we're kind of like laying on the side, still doing, like doing what you normally do, like kind of hugging, kissing, stuff like that. And at this point, somehow, again, things are kind of fading, and we're getting ready to take things to the next level. And I want to say, like, I'm already like not wearing anything. So, but I noticed the door is open. I'm like, I go in and basically kind of like lock the door and kind of turn my back towards the door. And at this moment, this beautiful woman is in front of me and just kind of like, kind of work her way down. And next thing you know, she's in front of me, kind of on her knees, and I'm standing in front of her, guys. You can only hope and think what's going to happen next, right? In that situation. Unfortunately, the experience ends like right in that moment. So overall, a very cool experience. Kind of decisions were made quick, right on the spot. And, of course, the experience felt longer than what I'm explaining to you guys. But the point I'm trying to make is I want to share this because I did a whole series about the topic of, like, romance and astral sex and stuff like that. How I told you guys I kind of stay away from it because, well, at the end, if you notice, just when things were getting heated, it ended. Now, the only reason it probably lasts is because up to that point. And I did it because of that, and also to share with you guys that, yeah, it's, these things can happen. It's part of it. You can have amazing experiences like this. It's one thing to experience it in a dream, if you have. A whole different story when you're fully aware. So you're like, imagine like right now, there's this beautiful girl that I described to you guys is just standing right in front of me. Kind of brunette, braided hair to the side. This gray, metallic looking dress, kind of close to the skin, like right there standing in front of you. So those things are possible when you do these things. Alright guys, I gotta get back to my hot coffee. Hopefully it's still hot. If you want to cover this coffee, you can through Buy Me Coffee. It's actually, the link will be in the description and the comment section. Astral Diaries, like, share, support. See you guys on the next one.